What's up, guys? Hopefully this phone is working good for a video. But I'm going to talk about sexual energy and expanding our consciousness. I believe when it comes to enlightenment, this is kind of the missing link that's not really talked about much today. And I believe this is what the Garden of Eden was about too, was we started eating from this fruit of sexuality and we dropped down to the third dimension. Basically, we drop down into a lower level of human being, and to get back there into that harmonious state where there's more peace, happiness, joy, excitement, to get back there, we have to rise this kundalini energy. We have to build the sexual energy, which is this serpent that we see all through ancient texts, this snake creature. That is the sexual energy that rises up in our spine and expands our consciousness and creates enlightenment, light of the mind. And, you know, if you would have told me this 3 years ago, I would have said you're crazy, and I wouldn't really care, but I've experienced this, so I know it's real. I've been holding my seed for probably 3 years, and I have had moments of like bliss and joy and excitement to where this, hold on, check this out. Is this cool or what? But I have had moments to where this energy expands and I feel so good and powerful. I feel like God. So I just want to talk about the kundalini energy because it is real, and I believe anybody can experience this. And I know it helps to have a healthy body because I've been working on eating right, moving right, and just living a healthy lifestyle for a few years. And yeah, it's really cool, it's really exciting, and it's really interesting to me because of how different we can feel just by cultivating energy and eating healthy, and just how different our life can be by doing these practices. You know, I used to be a slave to jobs and my environment, who I was surrounded with, and it's almost like I've mastered the desire more, so I'm not a slave to desire, like spilling my seed, and doing that has allowed me to master my life more. So master my circumstances in life, my relationships, and really just become a master of my own life because of mastering my desires. You know, they talk about in ancient text of giving in to desire will create suffering. And I believe one way it's referring to is releasing seed, releasing your semen by giving in to the desire of having an orgasm. Well, a mini orgasm. You can still have full body orgasms that don't release your seed, that expand the energy in your body. But if you're giving into that desire, I believe it leads to suffering. I mean, look at some dude who's whacking off on his couch every day. He's depressed, he doesn't have any life force energy, he probably feels like shit. And look at like a tantric master who's been doing this for a long time. You can see the life force in him, and you can see he's young, even though he's 70 years old. And yeah, it creates a level of health to where you're running more efficient and you can live a long time. And when it comes to enlightenment, human beings aren't really living as long as I think we're designed to live. I believe we can, if we live healthy lives, we can live way longer than we're living now. And we're basically dying when we're spiritual children still. So we're just like barely evolving through life, and then we're getting old and dying off. But when we hold our seed and we live healthy lives, we're able to evolve and keep the body young, keep the body healthy, and it's like an antenna to reach higher states of consciousness. And if our antenna, our radio, is clogged full of McDonald's, how are we going to see anything? How are we going to expand our consciousness if we're full of pizza and soda? We can't. So if you're interested in spirituality and living a great life and evolving, I do believe that eating healthy is a big part of that. So yeah, I'm just saying that I feel much better when I hold my seed, and I really encourage you to keep going on this path. For me, it's led to I have no desire to spill my seed. Yeah, I have no desire to come anymore, so I don't even think about it ever, because I know the consequences. I've been doing this for long enough to know that you can reach a level of health and wellness to where you feel so good that you don't really crave sex, drugs, anything, because when you feel good, you don't have cravings to make you feel a different way. Just like when it comes to addictions, people are trying to escape the way that they feel. So if you need a cigarette, or you need a beer, or you need to go have sex and release your seed, if you need these things, then you're trying to escape the way that you feel in the moment. So that's telling me that someone who needs something like that isn't feeling good, right? But if you feel good, you're healthy, then you don't have to escape the way you feel, because you want to feel that way. Makes sense. I mean, it's pretty logical. When you get healthy, you hold your seed, you reach a higher level of being. I believe anyone who does that is going to have a better life. So that's been my experience. I just feel much better. I'm more healthy because of it. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I'm kind of going off. But I have reached these levels of expanded energy. It's like it bursts through my body. And it's just like a level of excitement. And like I feel like I'm God. And this has happened multiple times. It comes spontaneously. And they talk about this. Mantek Chia talks about this, to where you'll have spontaneous full body orgasms. So out of nowhere, this energy will start rising, and it's like an explosion of joy, really. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you have any questions, or you want to know the steps that I took in order to get there, you can just leave a comment. It's pretty simple, really. I hold my seed, I do exercises, I eat healthy, I get sunlight, I drink spring water, I live a healthy life. When I make love, I don't release my seed. Yeah. Whoa. Got a dude driving not very intelligently around here. Not me, another guy. But yeah, I hope this video helped anybody who's on this path. Peace out.